post office service not the same one we live?
Yes.
I send my mail for 2 cents. I send my mail for 2 cents.
I've done a 5 cent just to be sure it went.
Yeah, I send it for 2 cents.
That works.
So have you ever sent one for 2 cents?
Free information.
I've done it.
Oh, I know you can do a lot.
Free information, sir.
Sometimes
I've actually done it. Sent it to my family in Tennessee, up in Washington, D.C.
you brought us.
La Tierra es plana.
You
Oh,
brought
it's a
us
1 cent stamp. I put 2 of them side by side.
La Tierra es
and
plana.
you brought these live by.
They're called additional cents.
Yeah, they're additional cent stamps.
Okay, so you sent it
You can
out.
still mail for 2 cents anywhere in the continental USA.
What corporation now? See, you got two corporations.
It's the United States
and
Post Office,
not the United
not the
States.
USPS.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
There's a lot of things.
Free information,
you don't
sir.
know. Yeah.
Can't send to a zip code.
They say Uncle Sam is not going to be your uncle. He'll be your
Free information.
don't
Earth
know.
is not a globe.
And he taxed
200
you
proofs.
and all kinds of things.
So what is your question? I mean,
So for a younger guy, you know, he learned this about
Free information.
You know,
La Tierra es plana.
5 years, right?
Yeah, mid 2015.
Free information, sir.
but something that you can.
La Tierra es plana. Free information.
He ain't got none. He thinking about making some. He's
Maybe
making some
one
kids.
day. Maybe one
He's
day.
thinking about that.
La Tierra es
He
plana.
spend a lot of energy over here instead
Sí,
of preparing
sí, es
for a
plana.
marriage that's going to last than a marriage that's not going to last. You're going to have more energy because there's too
Free
much
information.
easy to get
Free
divorced where you should have been preparing like this. If you do this, then you go and you got to now ask yourself which road you going to travel with that.
Earth is not a globe.
You know, so you got to all
Free
have to worry
information.
about.
Earth
What
is
if
not a
you give all
globe.
this information
200 proofs.
And then you're going to teach your kids
Free information.
this is all they want to live. And then when
Well, I'm gonna let them know about both sides of what they're doing.
so what about the water and the food?
Oh yeah, all areas.
So you want to teach in all the areas?
All areas.
So have you been to the end of the around the
Oh, heck no.
So
I don't claim to know what it is.
Free information.
what they do?
Free information.
They say, I mean, you know, you
Well,
got
that's just an
Free
idea.
information.
an idea. Now, they don't need no
to cut
idea.
through,
They
you
know
gotta
that
take
it is.
No,
No,
I mean we're pretty confident that it's flat, but we don't know what's beyond
No,
it.
there's more than that. He's confident and using the same word he uses. No, I guarantee he's not saying that.
Is it flat, Vinny?
No, he get to the end.
I know it's not a ball. I believe it's flat.
Huh?
I believe it's flat. I
But
see
you know they
everything
got
flat.
hills and all that.
Oh, yeah, we got hills, mountains.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
no.
not. It needs no.
But
neither.
neither of us know what's past Antarctica,
We
right?
don't know.
So
Pass.
how
I don't know
how
what's
would it? So you only let me ask you right now. If somebody went past that right now, this time of rain, can we say that we don't know, or nobody knows?
I don't know if nobody knows, but I don't know.
There you go. So you can't go and say it's true or not true. When you do find out, that will make you free. Now, then you'll say, I was hanging out with this group of people, and I was teaching that. And then all of a sudden, I realized that the man didn't go to the
Do some people know what's on the other side of Antarctica? Guarantee you they do. Guarantee. Do you think people know what's on the other side of Antarctica? To cross Antarctica and see what's on the other side of Antarctica. If Antarctica circles
It was like that there.
and people went across and saw what's out there, do you believe people have done that?
Yeah, they found out it was round, and some gonna find out it was flat, and some gonna believe it's square. You know, so they got the see, my family taught the four corners of the earth.
Yep.
So when you say the four corners of the earth, some people look up in the sky and say they got the first telescope. He said we found a star, we found something new. And then the next year, the guy made a bigger, better, stronger one.
Laser. This is a laser across a lake that's 10.3 miles. There was a mirror on the other side of the lake, and the laser bounced back, no problem. If the earth was curved, then the laser would not bounce back. It would be obstructed by the curvature.
They teach us this is where we live.
No cuidado.
Huh?
No cuidado. No curve.
Look into it. Have a good one.
Gravity's only in theory. It's never been proved. Gravity's never been proven.
Would you
They've
drop
never-
something they don't?
Well, if you want to call that
Oh, and
gravity,
see-
but
Okay, they got to make a word for everything. You got to make a. See, you got to.
but we're saying that gravity doesn't necessarily mean that objects attract each other. It just
that's another. There could be addition. The first one might have just went this way, and somebody else you come on and added on to that, and so they got now doing two things, and another one come and add on to that. And so do you know which one started first, the chicken or the egg? You know how they do the chicken and the egg. Which one's first, the chicken and the egg? But yeah,
Mass does not attract mass. Gravity is not what they say it is. Gravity is not a force.
Then what would I mean when something goes down? What do you?
Well, that's-
what word would you call
Is
that?
this heavier than the air around it? We're in the air.
Yeah, yeah.
That's buoyancy and density.
Okay, so that's what word would you use? You say you can't use that word because if they copyright that word, you can't.
it has connotations that people.
There you go. The words change all the time for different languages. Now that word might bring it to the British have two meanings.
Yeah, that's why I don't use that word because it has such connotations that people think, okay, mass attracts mass, but that's not necessarily the case.
But they teach that in the public school.
Yeah.
No, they don't. No, they do not. They do not teach that.
Okay, now that's a
So
different
that is
narrative.
Newtonian. That is Newtonian gravity. They teach that Newtonian gravity was, Newton founded that, and then Einstein came behind him and disproved it.
But he just said he went to school and they taught him.
They taught that,
It was
but they
a
taught you that it's
rudimentary.
not. They teach you that that's not correct.
That's kind of like
The public school system, because they teach Einsteinian gravity.
Okay, but what section are we talking about? See, you got to remember, he went to school differently. He went to school, and I went to different, and they all different.
The public school. You didn't listen to what I'm saying. They're teaching that, but then they tell you that that's not correct. They're teaching that that's what he believed.
That's what they told you. to
So
say.
it was like second grade or something. They taught a rudimentary Newtonian version, but then later they kind of were like, that's not 100% correct. This is Einsteinian. That's what they said.
All right, Einstein
like the
debunked
Big Bang
that.
theory, like the Big Boom theory.
Yeah, the Big Bang theory. It's not
Big
real.
Boom Bang and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, but some people still believe that. But before they came up with the Big Boom, Bang, or Boom, or whatever, they had different names and different people. I talked to different people, and they've never been taught the same.
But we can stand here all day and talk about beliefs. I'm talking about facts.
Okay, but
I can
now-
tell what
okay,
we can prove.
So, to a point, because you haven't been there, and until we go there and see for ourselves.
Exactly.
then-
This is why I said I don't know what's beyond it. It's
so
okay to say you don't know.
You don't have facts. Then.
I do have facts.
You
I
got
know
a
that the
theory,
Earth
you got
is
a theory.
the Earth is not a globe, and I can prove it.
How can you
And
prove it?
You know what the definition of science is? Doing a test. It's repeatable, observable. There is no a repeatable, observable test that you can do that proves the Earth is a globe. But I can go out anywhere and do a test,
Well,
and I can
that-
prove the Earth is not a globe.
With the elements you have. So the elements you don't have, you can't prove with, and that's why before you can make a real fact about it. See, some people tell the truth, but the truth they tell is a lie. That's the hardest thing to really accept. I mean, I hear all that, and I'm still open-minded to what you're saying, but I already know that until you and me, and you haven't done that other part, and you left out some elements, you're going to come out to that. And then a lot of people say, "I've been doing it," and I have to come to them. Have you considered this? And when they throw that new ingredient, mix the other ingredients, mix up, and it comes out to be a different thing.
But except for the Earth is not a globe. No matter
Okay,
no matter
yeah,
what you
you
can
could-
come
okay,
up with, the Earth is still a globe. It's still not a globe. The Earth is flat.
Okay. Now
Show me
if you-
any observable, repeatable test that the Earth is a globe.
No, because I haven't done it all, and so for me to make that correct, I mean, I hear all the sides and look at it logic and reason, see, and then it's got to come level and balance. What you're saying is still there's a reason why you haven't went out there. It's the money your problem
To where? Antarctica?
to go anywhere.
You can't go there. It's against the law.
Okay, how would you know it's no? Me and him would have to say, okay, you saying it's not against the law.
It's the Antarctic Treaty. You can just look it up. You got it.
Huh?
It's $2 million
No.
just for a petition to go there.
Huh?
It's $2 million for the petition to go there.
Okay, the people who got $2 million and they go there, and so you don't know if they paid them. Some people.
So
it's a
far,
bluff. They
no.
call that bluff. I could bluff you, and then
Yeah, you can bluff all you want because the people that apply for the petition and pay that have never been granted.
how would you
Show me one person that
Wait,
applied for
okay,
that
so
petition
let me
and it was
ask you
granted.
this. So the person on the other side who's not granting it, They must have been there then. When you assume, if
No,
I'm not,
what-
if I'm not granting you something, I'm looking on the other side making the rules and regulations.
It's not like that at all.
How would you know?
It's just like the military.
That's what I stop at there.
Yeah,
to
it's
say,
just like
how
the
would
military.
you know-
Just because the general's saying something doesn't mean the privates know exactly what's going on. You got
True,
people just following orders.
Okay.
Yes, at some point there's somebody that knows the truth and that's
Okay.
been there, but we don't ever talk to those people.
So how? Okay,
Those people
so-
stay in hiding.
But the hiding, they're gonna eat, sleep, and doodle, and they're gonna eat some food. If so if you took that in consideration, and they might not talk, but the wife might talk, and they're gonna tell their kids something. So sometimes they get high and they start talking. See, that's what you get the next generation. Because they start smoking some weed and they start talking stuff. And they start talking, oh, my daddy was talking that. And now I see what he was talking about. So until you get hooked up with them, you ever been with a billionaire? Okay, so you don't really, I type that in. How the millionaire think. I said, Dad, how you going to think about how a millionaire think and how they get their money? There's 100 billion trillion ways to get $1 million. But they just talk about them. This guy who sold these sold over $1 million worth, but then they ain't writing no book. And what motivates them to get that free money? People out here make millions of dollars, but they keep it under the radar. So when you assume that, when you want to internet, type in how to become a millionaire. And they're only talking their facts of what they think, but have they considered 100 other ways? You don't got to go to college to become a millionaire. You don't see some teachers teach you that. And now all the people in the White House, I show people there's no job security. One time, a lot of people believed job security was secure. You could get fired anyway. The White House, and you go back and look at the White House, and you say these college kids are so smart. They could. What is a 30-day cycle? Everybody's bill coming 30 days. They was living outside the White House, and they couldn't even match their money. 30 days, they're living from check to check. How can they live from check to check and run in the country? Now that's the most stupid thing in there. They should have enough money, but it don't matter what level you're on. You could be broke at $1 million, you spend more than you pay. So in 30-day cycles, I said, first thing, you can't lose your, you got to go to court to even get evicted from your land. How did they get to have, they didn't make losses, and they should have credit cards, and they could get more credit cards, just drive up the bounce dad, and they go some more. They can know how to get perfect credit, and then they know how to open up business and get business credit cards. They ain't never used nothing in the personal name. But they're the one you'll see that when the president shut down the White House, but he made sure the food stamp still went on. Everybody was still getting paid. Yeah, even the school system now. They always say they never really care about money. They always doing it for the people. Now, all these years, they always went on strike. This year, the mind is opened up to another dimension. They said, let's all take a day off of work. And the only one who hurt that day, and the school system had to shut down. Now they won the battle and won the war. But they just used one more element, and they found out what they used to do was outdated. So their belief system had changed. Did you know that? The whole South Carolina, the maintenance man who didn't have a day off of work didn't get paid that day. But 90% of them took the day off. But how did they learn how to do that? They started communicating. When they started communicating, they said, what'll happen? Bills don't stop. But then, if we go on strike, we ain't getting no money. My daddy and all them, they had good pensions. They were doing it for the money. That's why they were going on strike. Basketball players, pros, and all, they go for the money. That's what they say. They sign individual contracts, but when they get with another group, they all do. We watching his money now. So, when you get with people and what their real reason for doing this, and nobody did no research, some of the research you set before he set it, and you come out with your logic and reason.
Looked into it before?
Why you're doing that.
Have you looked into it before?
They do it in the same. Some are divorced, some are married, so you got that in common. You need the one, and you say, I'm going up that corporate ladder. What's the life set?
Well, everything tells you it's flat. The ocean's flat, right?
So if
Water's
you really
flat.
do something that your whole
Right?
family won't
Do you think
then
water's flat?
You gotta watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Earth is
That's been
70%
for a
water.
lot of people.
How does it bend?
Because
Around the ball.
You know, now you got a
That's how
body
we,
home.
you know, we don't question that when we're little in the classrooms, right? The teachers gravity.
Yeah.
But gravity is just a theory. It's never been proven.
It's
Never
actually
been proven.
it's actually
You know
one
what
of the
gravity is,
topics
right?
in this kind
What
of
is gravity?
area, you know what I
I
mean? that
mean,
most
I can
females,
explain
you
it.
know,
It's like
Right.
what I tried
like maybe
Oh, where you from?
Haiti.
Haiti, oh? Yeah, Haitian, huh?
Yeah.
like 9/11.
Great country, right? Besides some money, but it's beautiful, right?
As a matter of fact, last time I was talking to my brother, Africa
Yeah.
should put Haiti on the pedestal.
Everyday people.
Really?
They should spend money build Haiti. Because America and France, they work their ass off to keep Haiti the way it is.
Yes, yes.
Right now,
Because that's an example of Haiti. Because Haiti is the only black African country that killed 42,000 white people.
Well, that's what they said. But
No, it's true. That's our independence.
no, that's what they say.
How did you become independent then? In
What
the
is
era
independence?
of
What is
huh?
independence?
It's a theory.
There you go.
It is a theory.
Okay, so we can't talk about
But-
independence. All right.
We're just talking. Let's talk about the stuff we
What's
can
your
prove.
Kings.
Huh?
Kings.
Keen. I'm La. This is Vinny. This is Tommy. Nice to meet you. I don't meet too many
It's good to meet
Haitians,
you,
you
man.
know. And you know, I mean, to me, every country is beautiful, but we, the ones who run us, keep it in poverty. You know, so because they know that a country is rich in resources. In my country, I'm from Laos. You know, it's Laos. It's next to Thailand. My country is rich in resources. They're cutting all the trees down, bringing them over here.
Mustafa.
You know, to make furniture.
That's what they do Haiti.
In Haiti, it's probably some other stuff.
That's what they're doing to Haiti.
Yeah.
But no, the thing is also, I think what they're doing to Haiti right now, America wants the land.
Yes.
They want the land. They're killing the people slowly.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Because there's no food, no water. You know, America is turning away.
Right.
At some point, if there's no food, no water, there's no life.
Yeah, but Kings, but here's the thing though. They don't tell us how to get our food and water. You know, they try to.
No, they're doing it because we are like growing up in Haiti. We are the like domestic pigs, cow, or they kill all of them. They say that they have disease, and they give us their processed meat.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
They kill all of native birds. Kill all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kill all of them. They said we don't sell you food. What do you care that our food got disease?
Right.
Why do you care? We don't import nothing to America. They kill all those shit off. They're killing the food or resources. They want the land. They just want the land. They're going 100 years. You're gonna be all white people laying on the sun, you know, in Haiti.
Well, you know, they got you thinking that, you know, but
It's insane. So okay, what are they doing then? Exactly.
if you know that they are doing it because they lied to you about it, just want to get you out, you know, rule you by making fear and propaganda, right? So we fall for that. We believe everything they say. You know, we're scared of the coronavirus now, right? There's no such thing as a virus. You know that, right?
I don't care about the coronavirus.
You know, but the thing is, they have people talking. Some people care about it, just like you care about your country's independence, right? But they give you that narrative to make you think about that.
But they didn't give it to me. I come to my own conclusion. I see that's what they're doing. They didn't
So
tell me
you
that.
came to your own conclusion. So your
Yes.
thoughts are your own, you say.
Yes.
And how do you get your thoughts? Are you out there looking?
Because I stay back and look what's going on.
How do you look? What do you look through?
The people I talk to. It's
people
not,
you
I look
talk
at the whole scenario.
And do they use like television or newspaper or radio?
I don't know. It's like the media that controlling me. I come to my own conclusion to see that's what they're doing to Haiti.
But that conclusion, that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that it's controlled. You don't
By
have your
whom?
own thoughts. You don't have your own thoughts.
Do you have your own thoughts?
I don't think so. Everything I know, you know, I thought a little
Free
bit
information.
different, but everything I've been
Earth is
taught,
not a globe. Free
I feel
information.
like
That's
Earth is not a globe. Free information.
That's everyone.
That's everyone.
Yes, and that's you as well. you see what I'm trying to say, my friend? I'm not trying to say that I don't believe you. You know?
Free
I'm not saying
information.
that.
200 proofs.
I'm just saying that we've all been brainwashed. And we're still under that brainwash.
Yes.
You know, about politics, about black and
Earth is
white,
flat. 200
and
proofs.
yellow. We've divided.
It's all three right here.
Yeah, it's all three right here.
Having a good conversation.
And we got a country mountaineer redneck right here. You know, there's four now.
ZZ Top.
a New
Free
York,
information.
Boston.
New Jersey.
Bostonian,
Boston.
Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah.
So, but you see how that jungle is, right? They put us into a jungle made of concrete. You know, and
Who is
steel.
there?
That's the they that you're talking about that is destroying your country. It's the same.
Free information. La Tierra es plana.
They don't need money. They don't need anything. They have all the control. You see what I mean? The richest people in the world need money, right?
Money is paper.
The ones
Money
on
is,
top
money
of
is a belief. Money is a belief.
yes, but the ones on top of them don't need it. They just say, "I am so and so. You know who I am.
Free information.
They can do whatever they want." Do you believe it?
Trump.
Yeah. So that's the day I'm talking about, right? So you kind of understand that, right? But what we're trying to do here.
Free information, ma'am.
They have told you that you live on a ball, going through space, infinite, spinning at thousands of miles an hour.
Spinning, shooting.
That's why keep everything matters. Keep everything
Right,
together.
that's what you know.
That's what they told me. But
Right.
yeah.
But
Millions
we
of miles
question
an
that.
hour. Millions of miles an hour in space, right?
Yeah. Millions, like over a million.
Moving
miles.
so fast, I even feel that you're moving.
You feel it? Yeah, you can feel it. You know, you ever go to an amusement park, you do the roller coaster.
Free information.
How fast do you think that goes? Not very fast. But the way it goes makes you kind of crap your pants.
They tell
right?
us we go in one direction, and that's why you don't feel it. It's a constant
More than
motion,
one direction.
Right? But it not only goes like this, it goes around that, and it goes that way, this way, it goes all different directions. So you would feel motion. It's all different directions. If it's one direction, yeah, you don't feel it till if you're going in a car, you're doing 70 miles an hour, and then you turn.
That's what, yeah, that's what,
Right?
yeah.
The Earth is doing this, but it's also shooting around the sun and going across the galaxy. All different directions.
Free information.
We don't feel
Free information.
free information. Yeah, I got it.
Earth is not a globe.
So how do you come to that conclusion?
Well,
Not a globe.
Well, because, you know, I've been
200
indoctrinated
proofs.
20 years of my life, and everything they told me, I believe. You know, it's like when I first came here to the United States, I opened a book, they showed a globe, they cut it, you know, into slices, and they show you what's in there. 3,959 miles deep, but we only dug less than 8 miles. How do they know what's beyond that? It's like me saying, oh, there's gold under there. You dig 5 miles deep, give me $1 million, and this is yours. Would you believe me? Okay, that's the same
Free information.
situation. And
Earth
it's
is not a
only that,
globe.
it's
La
about
Tierra es
everything
plana.
else.
Earth is
Everything
flat.
else is about us
200
spinning,
proofs.
about us being round. They're saying that
Free
this
information.
is a ball. So if you want to prove that it's a ball, you got to use geometry, right? Math, right? But flat earthers have been doing that for over 5 years with the technology that we have, like lasers, you know, cameras, high zoom cameras. We can't find the curve. We see too far. In the ocean, we do it over oceans, frozen lakes, over flat lands.
You can't find no
You
curve.
can't find a curve. So, but they're still telling you, don't believe your eyes.
'Cause it's
Don't
so
believe the
big.
technology.
It's so big.
Believe.
We want to tell you, and you must believe us, what we say. But when we question them, they say, no, you guys are stupid. We
I
have
got a
science.
question for you.
Yes,
Free
Do you
information.
believe that we went to the moon?
I know we didn't go to the moon.
Free information, sir.
Because I was born in '69, and when I was born on the 11th day of a month. My uncle is American, he's in the service. He nicknamed
Free
me
information.
Apollo.
Earth is not a globe.
When I came here at 6 years old, I went to 2nd grade. By the 4th grade, they have the science books. And I opened it up.
Free
and looked
information,
at
ma'am?
the picture of the moon landing.
Earth is not a globe.
National Geographic.
200 proofs. The Earth is flat.
And I said, that is not a real picture.
Earth is flat. Yep. And we got a prize. We're giving out $200,000 if you can prove it's a globe. Log on to Flat Earth Millionaire on YouTube. I'll tell you how to do it. We got proofs, short 30-second videos. We can prove the Earth is not a globe.
If you try to represent the family of the life of the tribes and everything because you ain't nothing.
So we should be looking up at Earth.
Yeah, we should be looking like this at Earth.
La Tierra es
Yeah, not
plana.
over there, right? Do you agree? See,
So,
what
And if
do
you look at some of the pictures, you can see the backdrop in the
my
picture.
boy told me there's like
For information.
the flag.
Yes, it's waving. But now they tell us that the moon is in our atmosphere.
Did you know that?
Did you know that?
They just started telling
A year
us
ago.
our atmosphere extends past the moon.
That's the moon.
Yes.
They were in outer space to get to the
So
moon.
in that case, then they can go to the moon with a fucking plane.
if
That's-
it was
if you believe it.
If it's in the atmosphere.
If you believe that it's in the atmosphere.
That's what I'm saying. If it's in the atmosphere,
Right.
they can American
So-
can take you straight to the moon.
How can they say one thing and then turn around and say another, and everyone believes it? Why don't you question it? You know,
For information,
that's
man. La Tierra es plana.
floating in space.
Take a look. You have questions?
When you see the moon waning and getting bigger and smaller, you can see stars behind where you shouldn't be able to see.
Hey, David, how are you?
It's transparent.
I'm good. I'm good.
I feel like,
Let me ask you this. They say people's been to space, right?
yes.
But the atmosphere is beyond the moon. Who's been beyond the moon? So if it's not space till you're outside the atmosphere, no one's been to space. So one of these things is not true.
It's not true,
You
yeah.
can't have both.
You can, yeah.
And if you're
That's
lying
what I
about
said.
one, you're probably lying
Yeah,
about
about
the other.
everything else. But the thing, okay, the theory, like, okay, men cannot keep no damn secret, especially like to keep all this nation to like come with one conclusion. How come every Russia, all the people agree that we went to the moon?
Because they're all in on it together. We're all together. The people who run this world run everything. They
So
run
they're
Russia,
all-
they
they're-
run the United States. We're not in war with Russia. We're not in war with any countries. They just make it look like we are.
And no, not everyone's saying this. Not everyone's
so there
saying
was
the Earth is
never no
globe.
war.
And I went to Japan where they dropped the nuclear bombs on Hiroshima, and all the shops and stuff were open 3 days later. I talked to people that were there and lived through it. They said, no. We saw them stacking dynamite up.
So, so nothing that the history book teaches you is weird.
It's written by the victors, and the
Yes.
victors promote
That's why-
what they want you to believe.
That's why it's called his story.
That's their story, man.
Yes, history. His
His story.
story. Yeah. Think
You
about
got to
it.
look at words.
Words,
Too.
semantics.
Words mean a lot.
Yes, his story. Yeah.
Yeah, planet. Take the way of the T. What's it say? A plane.
Plane. That's what we live on. Flat plane. Not the Earth. The Earth has mountains and valleys, you know. So
But
it's
in
not
general, it's like it's not right.
water. Water's flat, right? You said.
Water's flat, yeah. Water is
Yeah.
like water.
But you know, the scientists tell you no. Water actually is curved or curved. You know, it's not flat.
Why is the purpose of that? If obviously, if you can question it,
Well, there's
somewhere
many
lies
ways
the truth.
to look at it.
Somewhere lies the truth.
Well, there's many ways to look at why they would say that. And okay, one of the biggest things here, the people with flat Earth, they hide the Creator. They tell you that we're on a ball. We're a tiny speck of dust on a little ball that's spinning through space, infinite space.
Other millions of
We're
tiny
not-
specks.
We're not unique. We're not special beings. You know. And that tells you, because you ask a lot of the kids nowadays, they don't believe in a creator. Okay, it takes that away from you, right? And you believe, oh, science tells me that we're spinning where we came from monkeys. Did you come from a monkey, Kings?
No.
Did you come from a monkey?
For
I
information.
know I didn't come from a monkey. Maybe Tommy did, but,
Right.
but he's my brother, so he can't.
So what is the end game? What is the point of it?
Well,
Like,
once you have a disbelief in a creator, meaning that we were created here as special beings, you know, they throw everything out into the wind. They murder, they
For information,
steal,
ma'am?
they rob, they do things only for themselves. It's all about me. It's not about the creator.
Free
Once
information.
you know that it's
Earth is
created,
not a
you are
globe.
my
The
brother.
Earth is flat.
I'm your brother.
200 proof.
Believe it or not, then life has more meaning, and we can make this place a better place. He's my brother. I
La
never
Tierra
met
es
him
plana.
Until what? A month ago? Oh no, October. October, the first time we met.
Free
He's
information.
like a brother. He come all the way here an hour and a half.
La Tierra es
just to come
plana.
here and stand with us.
I'll be coming here. When you guys were here, Miss Saturday?
Usually here every Saturday.
Try
Most
to.
Saturday. Most
He's got a
Saturday.
channel. It's called That Flat Fella. You have a phone? We can. You have YouTube on your phone?
No.
He's on YouTube. That flat fellow.
How y'all doing?
Let me write
Earth is
down
not a
that,
globe.
okay?
NASA's
Yeah.
fake.
That's interesting. It's interesting, right?
Free information. Earth is not a globe. The Earth is flat. 200 proofs.
You're like, you know, I've been lied to my whole life.
Prove me wrong.
My brother's been in the Navy for like 20 years now. He's still in the Navy. And the same thing you're saying,
La
he's
Tierra
been
es
telling me
plana.
that. I'm gonna shut down.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's in the Navy.
He's in the Navy right now?
Listen to this. Look, wait.
Earth is not a globe. 200 proofs. La Tierra es
That's what I
plana.
was saying. That's
Donde
what I was
está el
saying.
cuadrado?
He's in Bahrain.
No es quiero. Abriendo los ojos.
He's about 3 hours from Bahrain.
Oh, from Iran.
Yeah, he's in Bahrain.
And who is it? Your
My younger brother.
his younger brother's in the service in the
He's
Navy.
in the Navy.
Telling them the word.
He's a chief in the Navy right now.
Yeah, because they
20
use
years.
this map right here, like this one here. See the blue map right there? That's the map they use. Is that round or flat?
He was just arguing last night.
That's what they use.
Yeah. And then there's what the world looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cooking.
These are maps of the world.
If you need anything, let me know.
And then this is what they tell us you learn in school. Okay, we're spinning at over 1,000 miles an hour, 1,067 miles an hour at the equator. The Earth rotates around the sun at 66,000 miles an hour. Then the sun's shooting through the galaxy. It's 666,000 miles an hour. See all the 666s?
6 is together.
And then on top of that, the galaxy moves through the universe at 2 million miles an hour in another direction. But we don't feel a thing, and we send a balloon, a high altitude balloon up to 120,000 feet. This is what we see. The sun is close and localized, and the Earth is flat. See, when you don't use fisheye lenses and you don't doctor your videos, or you use videos they don't have time to doctor, like this one here. This is from a live feed from the Dragon launch of SpaceX. And what you're going to see right here, I'm not going to tell you what to look for. You'll see it yourself, and you'll know that's not real. See that?
What?
All right, it's going to show you again. It's going to go from here to there. What is that? I'll unplug it and bring it down here for you. Right across through here. You see that?
I see something went down. I know what it is.
Yeah. What?
What is? Oh, that's a mouse?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, in space, breathing and standing on top of this engine that's 1,000 degrees. So that's the stuff they expect us to believe.
Yeah, like I was saying, my brother's in the Navy.
Yeah, he's
20
tall.
years. And he been telling me this thing. He said, Kings, they said,
He's in the
that's
Navy.
it. He said, chief in the Navy. He said, that's it. The
Earth is not a globe.
the Earth is moving fast.
Yeah.
He said, you get in a
Helicopter and go up. How come
yeah,
the ground
he's-
doesn't go? That's
yeah.
called the Coriolis.
Yeah, he's been telling me about it. I mean, shut up, you're drunk. Yeah.
So the way they say that it works is that the atmosphere and gravity combine to make that happen. But then let's look at the footage they used on the moon. The astronaut jumps and lands in the same spot. Now we've taken atmosphere out the equation because there's no atmosphere on the moon. So now the only
I wasn't
explanation.
aware of that.
So
Like,
the only
that's
explanation is gravity, but the gravity there is 1/6, so it can't be the same thing happening up there it is here. So how do you have the same effect?
I want to check you out on YouTube.
I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. None of us are. We're just giving you the tools, do the research for yourself.
Come to
I mean, you got to think when you're in school and you pick up a globe and you look on the bottom of it, it says not for educational use. They don't tell you to look at that.
Check that out. So this is every Saturday. This is my first time here.
Oh, this is your first time here?
Yes.
Yeah, he tries to come out every Saturday, but of course, that's kind of hard to do all the time.
Okay, I got you.
You know?
Because I work about 70 hours a week and I spend all my free time out here.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we're out here with him.
Okay.
But if you contact me on that flat fellow on my YouTube, give me your information in a comment or something, and I'll respond to you and I'll give you a link to our Discord. But there's people on 24/7 talking about this, and you can log on and you can talk to anyone around the world about this.
You can hear him right here.
I want
You just got
Free
to download
information.
this app on your phone. It's called Discord.
Discord.
Okay,
Okay.
when you press it, this is 24/7, right? This is here. This, see all these people here? How many is that? 21 people right now.
Free information.
Listen to them talk.
Earth is not a globe.
See, they're talking all the time about flat Earth.
La Tierra es plana. Earth is not a globe. La Tierra es plana.
You know, you can talk 24/7. 7 days a week.
So you know what? I'm gonna put it because they would love to talk to you guys. Because like I said, it was
Free information?
Talk to you guys.
Yeah, we're getting ready to
La Tierra es plana.
You guys come on and have fellowship with us. Come back in about an hour.
They don't allow you to go past 6 years down. Because
We're not low 50s have the Americas on it.
you can't go into Antarctica.
Right now, I'm definitely gonna look at it. That's wicked. That's wicked. That's
Hey,
There was the first month.
Have you ever poured water in a glass? The surface is level. The same in a bathtub, a pond, a lake, the sea. It's called sea level. Water doesn't bend, but 70% of the earth is water. Where's it bending? Think about it.
That's common sense.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there,
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yes.
Just look into it. It's all we're asking. We're
That's
not.
something to think about. Like all day, I'll think about that.
Can I see one for you?
You have a good point.
Not me.